Hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want to rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank?
100%. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I want mine, but I love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
I love for it to be in DC.
Brace yourselves, boxing fans. The excitement is building as Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and Lamont Roach Jr. prepare for an intense rematch following their controversial draw on March 1st. Rumors are swirling in the boxing community that both fighters are determined to settle the score. Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, strongly hinted that the rematch is nearly finalized, saying, "In my mind, it's a done deal, though a few details still need to be ironed out." With Davis reportedly more focused than ever and possibly setting aside retirement discussions, this highly anticipated showdown is shaping up to be an unmissable event.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
On March 1st, 2025, the first clash between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. ignited controversy and set the stage for a rematch in the boxing world. The bout, held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, ended in a majority draw, with one judge scoring at 115 to 113 in favor of Davis, and the other two scoring at 114 to 114. A crucial moment unfolded in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, a move that many argued should have been ruled a knockdown for Roach. However, referee Steve Willis did not make that call, fueling debates among fans and experts alike.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a 9th round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed boxing history.
For me, Tank Davis is fighting a minus 1600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8. That round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Critics claim that in the 9th round, Davis intentionally took a knee to disrupt Roach's rhythm and regain control of the fight. By choosing to go down, he likely aimed to secure a few extra seconds for recovery instead of risking being overpowered by Roach's relentless assault. Many fans and analysts view this maneuver as a seasoned tactic designed to halt Roach's momentum.
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
Yet a boxing fan, Lynn artist Maximus Ford, didn't hold back while criticizing the contentious incident in John Davis's bout against Roach. He pointed out that Davis took a clean jab with most of the impact landing on his left eye, the same eye his corner had to treat to between rounds. Many believe that moment should have been ruled a knockdown in favor of Roach, adding fuel to the post-fight debate. As he tweeted, "This isn't a good look for Von Davis. He absorbed a clean jab with the bulk of the blow falling on his left eye, the same one he had his corner 10 to. This should have been deemed a definite knockdown. For Lamont Roach, it wasn't a braid, it wasn't grease on his eye. Tank up, pepper, jab, jab, link." Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th. And the 108 wasn't called even while Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref. Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Dante Davis takes a knee, you landed a right hand, then 2 jabs following. What were you thinking when this happened? Dude, I was surprised, man. I ain't going to lie. Like, I thought it was a 108. Like, that's what really was going on. Like, but like, I was confused when he looked at the ref. But when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 108. Yes, simple. You asked him, right, why you stop? I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting now? To Lamont's point, you will see it, and you will hear it. Him asked the referee to keep counting. Hear it. Applause. Is nobody knows what's going on. ESPN analysts were also vocal in their criticism of Davis's performance and the circumstances surrounding the 9th round incident. They questioned the legitimacy of Davis's explanation and expressed concern about his preparedness. And Focus Smith observed that boxing distractions can be expensive. Champions must guarantee they're fully prepared both emotionally and physically. Kellerman added the event raises doubts about Davis's training routine and attention to detail. Yo was popping as rock silent, the beast of rap. Huge baby. Yo man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach Gervonta fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one. Alright, don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight, and then watch after bro talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in of the Gervonta Davis Lamont Roach battle. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith stated. I was stunned. Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, I got to stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Janty taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention. Tonight, he is mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong. Roach is special. Davis clarified that the incident stemmed from a hair treatment he had undergone 2 days prior to the fight. He explained that the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat during the match, causing a burning sensation in his eyes. Addressing the audience's reaction During the post-fight interview, Davis expressed frustration over the boos, emphasizing that his actions were a genuine response to the unexpected irritation, and not an attempt to manipulate the fight's dynamics. Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year? I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. And it probably won't be this year. Is that the one you want next? That's the yeah, it's definitely the one I want next, but it's not going to be next. What is, you might see it in a minute, definitely. Might say it in a minute. In the aftermath, Roach's team appealed to the New York State Athletic Commission, New York SOC, to overturn the draw, citing the referee's oversight. Despite acknowledging the mistake, the New York SOC upheld the original decision, leaving Roach dissatisfied but more determined than ever to secure a definitive victory in a rematch. It ain't time I was in boxing. Why you taking, you know that you should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused, because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 108 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So you know what I'm saying. Like the draw turned into a 115-1, 115-114 my way going in. Okay, it's round 10, right? You see the U down on the scroll for Roach. The rematch represents an opportunity to solidify by his standing in the boxing world. After the initial fight, he expressed his belief that he deserved a spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. Given his performance against a formidable opponent like Davis, Roach's confidence has been evident on social media, where he has engaged with critics and supporters alike, even proposing substantial bets on the outcome of the rematch. I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying, like I really like boxing. Are you open to immediate rematch? In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight, right? Just in case he lost, or just in case it was a draw. So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking? It's up to the side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Let's say that. What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month. I'm thinking July. I'm thinking July for sure. Roach stepped into the ring as the underdog, but he walked out proving every doubt or wrong from the opening bell. Roach showcased his skill, resilience, and sheer determination against the heavily favored Gervonta Davis. He landed crisp combinations, controlled the pace at times, and even had Davis in trouble. Many believed he did enough to win, and the fight's majority draw only fueled the debate. Roach didn't just compete, he put on a show, silencing naysayers and confirming his spot among boxing's elite, demanding recognition and a well-deserved rematch. When has the last time anybody stood in the pocket facing Gervonta Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and the man's head is still rolling someplace around the arena, and I say that politely with no guilt. That's why what Lamont Roach accomplished last Saturday night was so incredibly incredible. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Davis. That's right, and the man flat out put on a show. Get your hand out of my pocket. He proved Tootin the superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the